Fatima lived in a small town nestled beside a whispering river. The town was a place where everyone knew each other, where the scent of baking bread drifted from open windows, and where the laughter of children echoed through the narrow, winding streets. The houses were painted in cheerful colours, like a box of crayons scattered across the landscape. Life moved at a slower pace there, a gentle rhythm that lulled the residents into a comfortable routine. The heart of the town was the old oak tree in the centre of the village square. Its branches reached towards the sky like welcoming arms, offering shade and solace to those who gathered beneath it. This was where Fatima often sat, observing the world around her with curious eyes. She loved the stories the wind seemed to whisper through the leaves, and the way the sunlight dappled the ground, creating an ever-shifting mosaic of light and shadow. Fatima was a dreamer, a girl who saw the world with a touch of magic. She believed in the power of kindness, the beauty of simple moments, and the importance of listening to the whispers of one's heart. She had a quiet strength that often went unnoticed, a resilience that allowed her to face challenges with grace. She possessed an unwavering belief in the goodness of people, a belief that would soon transform her small town in unexpected ways. The river that flowed beside the town was a constant source of wonder for Fatima. She would often spend hours by its banks, skipping stones across its surface and watching the dragonflies dance above the water. The river seemed to carry with it the stories of the town, its murmurs and whispers echoing the joys and sorrows of its inhabitants. It was a place of peace and reflection, where Fatima could connect with her inner self and dream of a brighter future for her community. Fatima noticed that many children in her town carried unseen burdens. Some struggled with shyness, their voices lost in the crowd. Others wrestled with feelings of inadequacy, comparing themselves to others and falling short in their own eyes. Fatima saw the sadness in their eyes, the way they withdrew from games and conversations, their laughter fading into silence. She recognized the importance of creating a safe and supportive environment for these children. She believed that everyone deserved to be heard, that every voice mattered, regardless of how small or hesitant it might be. She knew that by sharing their stories, children could find solace, connection, and the strength to overcome their challenges. Fatima felt a deep empathy for these children, understanding their struggles and the importance of feeling seen and heard. She remembered times when she herself had felt lost and alone, and the comfort she had found in sharing her thoughts and feelings with trusted friends and family. She wanted to create a space where children could experience that same sense of belonging and support. Fatima's passion for helping others stemmed from a deep-seated belief in the interconnectedness of humanity. She believed that by lifting each other up, by sharing our stories and experiences, we could create a stronger, more compassionate community. She saw the potential for growth and healing in the act of storytelling, and she was determined to bring that power to the children of her town. Fatima decided to create a storytelling circle under the old oak tree in the town square. She envisioned a place where children could gather and share their stories, their dreams, and their fears without judgment. She imagined a circle of trust where vulnerability was embraced and where every voice was celebrated. She began by inviting a few close friends, explaining her vision for a safe and supportive space for sharing stories. They were immediately enthusiastic, eager to be a part of something that felt meaningful and important. Word spread quickly, and soon more and more children began to gather under the oak tree each week. Fatima established a few simple rules for the storytelling circle. Listen with an open heart, speak with kindness, and respect everyone's story. She emphasized the importance of creating a non-judgmental environment where children felt comfortable expressing themselves honestly and authentically. The storytelling circle quickly became a cherished ritual in the town. Children looked forward to gathering under the oak tree, sharing their experiences and listening to the stories of their peers. It became a place of solace, connection and inspiration, a testament to the power of community and the transformative potential of storytelling. As the weeks turned into months, Fatima witnessed a remarkable transformation in the children. Those who had once been shy and withdrawn began to speak with confidence, their voices growing stronger with each shared story. Children who had struggled with self-doubt began to embrace their unique qualities, recognizing the value and beauty in their individuality. The storytelling circle became a source of strength and resilience for the children. They learned to empathize with one another, to understand different perspectives, and to support each other through challenges. The act of sharing their stories created a powerful sense of community, fostering a sense of belonging and interconnectedness. The stories shared under the oak tree were as diverse as the children themselves. Some were tales of adventure and imagination filled with fantastical creatures and daring escapades. Others were stories of everyday life, exploring themes of friendship, family, and the challenges of growing up. Each story, regardless of its content, was received with respect and appreciation. The children learned to listen with their hearts, to understand the emotions behind the words, and to appreciate the courage it took to share personal experiences. The storytelling circle became a space where vulnerability was not a weakness but a strength. One day, a new child named Theo joined the storytelling circle. Theo was quiet and reserved, his eyes filled with a sadness that Fatima recognized instantly. He sat on the edge of the circle, his body tense, his hands clasped tightly in his lap. Fatima gently encouraged him to share his story, reassuring him that he was in a safe and supportive space. After a long silence, Theo began to speak, his voice barely above a whisper. He shared his story of loss and grief, his words heavy with emotion. The other children listened intently, their faces etched with compassion. When Theo finished speaking, a wave of empathy washed over the circle. The children offered words of comfort and support, their kindness creating a space for Theo to feel seen, heard, and understood. Theo's story had a profound impact on the group. It reminded them of the power of vulnerability, the importance of empathy, and the strength that can be found in sharing our experiences with others. Theo's courage in sharing his story inspired the other children to be more open and honest with their own feelings. From that day forward, Theo became an integral part of the storytelling circle. He found solace in the company of the other children, and his sadness began to lift. He learned that he was not alone in his grief, and that by sharing his story, he had helped others to feel less alone as well. Theo's presence enriched the storytelling circle, adding another layer of depth and understanding to their shared experiences. Fatima's initiative had a lasting impact on the community. The storytelling circle became a cherished tradition, a symbol of unity, resilience, and the power of shared experiences. It created a ripple effect of kindness and compassion, transforming the way the children interacted with one another and the way they viewed themselves. The children learned the importance of listening with an open heart, of respecting diverse perspectives, and of embracing the unique qualities that make each individual special. They discovered the strength that comes from vulnerability, the healing power of empathy, and the transformative potential of community. The storytelling circle became a space where differences were celebrated, where individuality was embraced, and where every voice mattered. It taught the children that their stories were valuable, that their experiences were worth sharing, and that by speaking their truths, they could make a difference in the world. Fatima's vision of a safe and supportive space for storytelling had blossomed into something truly extraordinary. It had created a stronger, more connected community, where children felt empowered to share their stories, to embrace their authentic selves, and to make a positive impact on the world around them. The old oak tree in the town square became a symbol of hope, resilience, and the transformative power of shared experiences. Stories inspired by Nesria Life Journal series at BDFoundation. Please like, comment and share this video to support a growth mindset in children and young people globally.